Hello students, we were discussing the first chapter of biology of 9th class, that is cell, the fundamental unit of life, in which we have learnt different type of cell organelles, and today we are going to discuss a very important cell organelle, that is plastids. These plastids are found only in the plant cells, and these plastids are pigment bearing part of the cell and is responsible for the color of the leaves, flowers and fruits. So let us discuss plastids. Plastids are pigment bearing part of the cells, and these plastids are found only in plant cells and are absent in animal cells. Plastids are found only in plant cells and are absent in the animal cells. Plastids were discovered by Haeckel. Plastids were discovered by Haeckel on the basis of the presence of pigments. These plastids are of two types. First is chromoplast and other is leucoplast. Chromoplast is the first is chromoplast. Chromoplast, it is the colorful pigment. Colorful pigment bearing part of the cell is called chromoplast, while another is leucoplast. Leucoplast is colorless. So chromoplast is colorful pigment bearing part of the cells. All the plants appears colorful. Its leaves appears green and fruits and flowers appears colorful only because of the presence of these chromoplast, that contains chlorophyll pigments. So there are different pigments found in this chromoplast, but here we are discussing few pigments. So first is chloroplast. Chloroplast, it consists of chlorophyll pigment. What is chloroplast? Chloroplast is chlorophyll pigment containing part of the cell found on the leaf of the cells. And only because of this chlorophyll pigment, leaves appears green in color. Because of this chlorophyll pigment. Also, this chlorophyll pigment performs a very important function. Chlorophyll also performs function of photosynthesis. We all know that photosynthesis is the process in which all green plants prepare their own food with the help of carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and this chlorophyll combines to form food in the form of glucose. This chlorophyll pigments in the presence of carbon dioxide, water and sunlight helps in the production of food in the form of glucose that is found as a starch in the plants, and found as glycogen in the animals. So it also performs very important function of photosynthesis. Because of that, these chloroplasts are also known as kitchen of the cell. Kitchen of the cell, because it prepares food. Because it prepares food for the plants. So this chloroplast is also called as kitchen of the cell. And this chloroplast was first discovered by Leeuwenhoek. Leeuwenhoek first discovered the chloroplast, and later on name chloroplast was given by another scientist called Schimper. Schimper given the name chloroplast. Chloroplast is the chlorophyll pigment bearing part of the cells found on the leaves of the plants, and that is responsible for the green color of the leaves and also for the process of photosynthesis in which plants prepare their own food. So this was chloroplast. Let us see it by making a diagram of the chloroplast. Chloroplast is also a double membrane bound structure. Chloroplast is also a double membrane bound structure in which this is the outer membrane. This is the outer membrane and this is the inner membrane. And the area between these two membranes are called intermembrane space. Intermembrane space. The area found in between the outer membrane and inner membrane are called intermembrane space. Now this chloroplast is double membrane bound structure, and inside this liquid part is present. This liquid part of the chloroplast are called stroma. This liquid part that is filled with lipids and enzymes are called stroma. This is called stroma. And inside this stroma, a circular coin-like structures are kept one over another. These are called thylakoids. These are called thylakoids. Inside this chloroplast, coin-like structure, circular structures are kept over one another to form stacks, and these circular structures are called thylakoids. These are called thylakoids. And inside these thylakoids, chlorophyll pigments are present. And these thylakoids are also enclosed within a structure called granum. Thylakoids are enclosed inside a structure called granum. Singular is granum while the plural is grana. So these thylakoids that are coin-like structures and circular sacs are kept over one another to form stacks, and these are enclosed within granum, and inside these thylakoids chlorophyll pigments are found. These thylakoids are attached with one another with a stroma lamella. These structures are called stroma lamella, stroma lamellae. These structures are called stroma lamellae, exchange of material between these thylakoids takes place through this stroma lamellae. So, this is a chloroplast, that is double membrane structure. It is the outer membrane and this is inner membrane, and the area between this outer and inner membrane is intermembrane space, and the liquid part of the chloroplast are called stroma. Inside this stroma, thylakoids are arranged in which chlorophyll pigments are found, and these thylakoids are enclosed in another structure called granum. These thylakoids are attached with one another through stroma lamellae. Now again circular DNA is also found inside this chloroplast. Circular DNA is also found inside. This is DNA that is found inside the chloroplast, and this is the ribosomes. Ribosomes are also found inside the chloroplast, and these both are important for the replication process. So, chloroplast is also a semi-autonomous body like mitochondria. Chloroplast is also semi-autonomous bodies like mitochondria. In mitochondria also DNA and ribosomes are found, which are helpful for the replication, and here also in chloroplast DNA and ribosomes are found through which they can replicate and make their own structure. So, chloroplast is also a semi-autonomous body. Chloroplast is also called semi-autonomous body. So, this is about chloroplast. Next our plastist is leucoplast. Leucoplast, that is colorless pigment. So it performs the function of storage. It stores food in the form of starch, proteins and lipids. So on the basis of storing food, these are again of three types. First one is amyloplast. Second one is aleuronplast. And third one is eleioplast. So in amyloplast it stores starch or carbohydrates or starch. Amyloplast stores carbohydrates or starch, and its example are rice and potato. While aleuronplast, it stores proteins. Inside it, and the example is maize. Example of aleuronplast is maize, while eleioplast contains lipids or fats. Example of lipids and fats are all the seeds, groundnut, mustard and so on are the examples that contains oils, are all examples of the eleioplast. So leucoplasts are the colorless pigments, and on the basis of storing food. It is of three types. Amyloplast stores starch, while aleuronplast stores proteins, while elaioplast stores lipids or fats. So this is all about plastids. Thank you.